season. Heading into today, the Cubs sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Pirates are third in the division. They're 3.5 games back. The Dodgers went up against the Rockies in the Mile High City, and Colorado grabbed the win in this one. The final score was 3-2. Michael Kadire turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. Adam Ottavino grabbed the win in relief, his 5th on the year. As of today, the Rockies sit in second place in the National League West Division, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Dodgers are atop the division. They are enjoying a 5.5 game advantage. The San Francisco Giants were in San Diego to take on the hometown Padres, and it was the Pods who collected the W. The final score was 8-6. Yonder Alonso was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. He is currently among the NL leaders in batting average. Henderson Alvarez was the winning pitcher in this one, his 7th victory of the year. Right now, the Padres sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, 13 games out. The Giants are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Yankees took on the rival Red Sox in Boston, and it was the Yanks who came away victorious. The final was 6-3. Brian McCann led the charge offensively with 3 RBIs in the contest. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. Masahiro Tanaka pitched well and earned his 14th victory on the year. His ERA is currently in the top 5 in the American League. At the moment, the Red Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, 12.5 games back. The Yankees are 4th in the division. They're 13.5 out of first place. The Cardinals paid visit to the Trop to do battle with the Rays, and it was the Rays who came out on top. The final score was 3-2. Brandon Gomes pitched well enough to earn his 1st victory of the year. Heading into today, the Rays are in 1st place in the AL East, 3.5 games ahead of 2nd. The Cardinals sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, only a half game back. The Toronto Blue Jays were in Charm City to match up against the Orioles, and it was the Orioles who came out on top, 10-1. Chris Davis showed off his power, blasting 2 home runs and picking up 3 RBIs in the process. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. Kevin Gausman was dominant on the bump, grabbing the victory with a complete game effort. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. As of today, the Orioles sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. The Blue Jays are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Kansas City Royals were on the south side of Chicago to take on the White Sox. The White Sox came away with the win. The score was 2-1. John Danks held the opposition in check, allowing only 1 earned run over 8 strong innings and earning the win. Looking at the standings, the White Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. They trail by 8.5 games. The Royals are 2nd in the division, 4.5 games back. The Tigers paid visit to the Tribe in Cleveland, and it was the Tribe who came away victorious. Final score was 5-2. Danny Salazar threw the ball well and picked up his 13th win of the year. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. Right now, the Indians are leading the Central Division. They have a 4.5 game cushion. The Tigers are 3rd in the division. They trail by 8.5 games. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim were in Minnesota to take on the Twins, and the Twins secured the win on the road in extra innings. The final was 5-4. Heading into today, the Twins are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Angels sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division. They're 19.5 games out of first. The Rangers did battle with the A's in the East Bay, and the Rangers came away with the win. The final was 9-6. Shin-Soo Choo was a fantasy owner's dream at the plate with 3 hits and 4 RBIs. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. As of today, the A's sit in 2nd place in the American League West, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. The Rangers are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Astros paid visit to the Mariners in the Emerald City, and it was the Stros who pulled out the victory. The score was 5-1. Looking at the standings, the Mariners sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Astros are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.